Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a T92 HMC. It's the Tier 10 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Serene Coast and it's under the command of Mikis Cezas. Now, just counting down till the battle starts. And the biggest gun in the game is going to be action. 24 centimeters, that gun. Most of the players, or most of even the content creators, refer to the biggest gun in the game as either the Death Star or the FV4005, but they're wrong, because the biggest gun in the game is 24 centimeters. It's huge, and in fact actually the second biggest gun in the game is also an arty gun, and that's actually on the Conqueror gun carriage. 234 millimeters on that one. Okay, 41.34 seconds is the reload time, but this gun can actually do 1300 alpha points if it, or hit points if it hits the target. And he's aiming it over on the west side. Got an EBR 105 in the game. Of course, that's absolute vermin, but, well, he's not going to shoot because it takes so long to reload. Instead, he's waiting for a sighting of a real tank. And he's found one, a Kramvon, and oh, that's a British heavy, the FV215B. Unfortunately, he's just behind that rock, which makes it very difficult to hit him. But the moment he moves forward, there we go. He fires and direct hit, 600 hit points. Yeah, that's a non-penetrating round, 600, and he's picked up some stun assist straight away. Yes, because non-penetrating round will be half of the alpha, which is 1300, and then roll for the damage afterwards. So half of 1300 is 650, and he got a low roll from the damage. He's almost loaded again, and we've got 3 tanks together, and he's queued up a premium round for his next one. But if he hits these guys, then he could damage them severely with just one shot, because the splash radius of this arty, oh yes, look at that, 843 hit points of damage off 2 tanks. The splash radius on the standard rounds is 13 meters. With the premium ones, it goes up to 14.5 meters. So the area that they damage is considerable. Okay, we've got a Batchat 25 ton. He's carefully wiped out by the T57 heavy. There he is. Oh no, not there. Got an IS-7 trying to sneak up. We're almost loaded. Oh, he was spotted. He'll have to get back into cover quickly, because the enemy RT is a Batchat 155-58, and he'll have 3 attempts to try and take out Mikis. He's got the side of the IS-7. Fires. Oh, wipes him out with one shot. Changes position straight away. So we did see the kill, but he's trying to get out of there before the Batchat fires one in. No round from the Batchat, but you can't take any chances. Okay, he's now lining up for another shot at those guys on the west side. The FV215B is doing quite well, considering he had so much damage against him. He's still around, but not for long. I think Mikis will have a shell for him very shortly. In fact, he's using the wreck of the Kramvon as a shield for his lower plate. And there you go. He's actually killed the E50M in that one, but he damaged just about every one of them. 515 hit points off the 60 TP. He got 94 off the E50M before he killed him, and 14 hit points off the FV215B. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to kill the FV15B from that shot, but I'm afraid one of our teammates did, which means that's 1 kill less that we won't be able to get. Well, Mikis won't mind. I mean, obviously he's not greedy. 2 kills is enough for the moment, but he wants more. Okay, we've got a T95 trying to run away. Rounds out. Not sure if that one hit, but he's going to change position now. He's going to move away from the usual firing spots. He's going to go elsewhere, and that will throw the Batchat off. It looks like the enemy is now defending their area. There were 3 tanks up on the enemy. Now this arty, they only actually made 5 of them before the end of the Second World War, and really they were very expensive to make. They were made at the Detroit Arsenal. Try and line up a shot, rounds out on the 268, lands next to him for 405. And they came a bit of a relic after the Second World War, because of course they were going to be used for the invasion of Japan, but after the war ended, of course, they weren't needed for that. But one of them is still down there. It's still in place at the arsenal, so you can still see it there. Unfortunately, it's in an area where you can only enter if you are a contractor or you are not qualified, but allowed to go into that area. Rounds out the strip. Lands near him. Bad RNG on that one. 279. But he keeps moving position. We're only 1 tank up on the enemy now. Oh, he got a lot of stun assist there off that strip. Okay, he's ready to go. Oh, we got a mouse. There is a mouse in the house. Okay, still loading premium ammo. But the mouse is fairly low on hit points, and that Progetto is getting fairly close. Oh, it's annoying when an enemy gets too close to one of our teammates. Then we can't fire without damaging our teammate, or at least missing out on the high caliber. He aims at the Progetto, fires the round in, and gets some splash. 409 hit points of splash. That's a good roll on a standard RT, let alone the T92. It is a tier 10 game. Now, if you're wondering about the skin and the fact that it's got our logo on the side, they were made by Sir Rusty, and we are very grateful, eternally grateful to Sir Rusty for that, because we love to have representations of our own vehicles in the game, and what's better than having our logo on a tank? Go for the Foch B, almost loaded. He's just fired his clip. Rounds out, and we did get some damage off him, and he was tracked, and now he's out the game, and that's the last kill of the game. So let's have a look at the end of battle results. I'm seeing that over here we've got a representation saying he did 95% there on win 8. So very close to third mark, I would say. Let's have a look at the scores. Well, he managed to get an ace tanker out of that game in the T92. He actually also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15. A Gauze medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. And his win 8 from the game was 5,008, which is super income standard. And that's probably why it was indicating that he was getting up there to 95%. He's getting close to the level you would need to get 3 marks on the vehicle. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest damage in the game actually, but didn't pick up the high caliber. So I can only surmise that maybe there was some team damage in there somewhere, because, or maybe it was just that Wargaming not letting him have the high caliber, even though he should get it, because I've seen this happen a lot. That's easily enough for the high caliber. But there again, he didn't. Maybe he accidentally damaged, or would have splash damaged, one of his teammates. He did fire fairly close to one of his own teammates in the IS when he took out the IS-7, so it might be that. The next high score on damage was the Foch B on the enemy team, 3,841 hit points. He was able to get his entire clip out before he was removed from the game. And the next high score after that was the T57 Heavy with 3,722 hit points. When it came to kills, it was actually the EBR 105 on our team and the Foch B on the enemy team with 3 kills apiece. 2 kills for Mikus, and also for the Badger, the Object 430U. And he actually said thank you to the Object 430U because he was very helpful in this game, I believe. And, or was that another game? Maybe. And when it came to base XP, it was the T95 FV4201 who did the best with 1,027. Sadly, he did die in that game. 994 for the EBR 105 and 984 for Mikus. He fired 9 rounds, got 4 direct hits, no penetration but 12 splash. Damage of 4,336 hit points, of which 4,059 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the close shot was on the IS-7. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 2, so that's why he got the 7 difference for the Confederate, and 523 hit points of damage assistance, plus 2,027 hit points of stun assist of 10 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 74,777 credits, and after ammunition respawn, he did fire a fair amount of premium rounds. He actually ended up with only 19,277 credits to take away. But he got 9 awards, and 9 bonds for the awards, and 11 for the battle, so his total haul on the bonds was 20. 1,476 XP, times 2 for the first victory, got away with 2,952 experience points altogether. So a nice little ace tanker there in the T92. I can't help but feel that Wargaming denied him the high caliber for some reason, because maybe he should have had that as well. Normally when you get the Gauze medal and you have got the highest damage, you normally have done enough to get the high caliber as well, but yeah, I can't wonder why Wargaming denied it, but can't but help wonder if they're doing that deliberately to artists. But a good game for Mikus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and leave a comment down below. Subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.